Hey guys, welcome back to another Jurassic World Live video, and if you're wondering why I'm on Twitter, well, we got some stuff on Twitter, obviously. Well, maybe it's not that obvious, but yeah, we are on the Jurassic World Live Twitter account because some stuff went down. So, by the way, for those who do celebrate Thanksgiving, I personally don't celebrate, our families don't really celebrate, and we're also in Canada, which, like, ours Thanksgiving was like 2 months before, but late happy Thanksgiving, I guess. If that's a thing. If that's not a thing, then forget it. I'm not telling anyone to have a happy Thanksgiving. But anyways, here's what we're here for. So we got a bit of a teaser for what's this? What is this? What's with the tusks? That's a mammoth, all right. 90% sure that's a mammoth. So, update 1.11 is coming. Storm is surging, as they write over here. Update 1.11 is on the horizon. Is it just me, or do they use the word horizon a lot when they're talking about new updates? I don't know. Might be just me misremembering stuff. But if you look at the silhouettes, we got some sort of rhino over here again. Wait, why did I say again? Oh, because we already have 3 in the game. So this is not too much of a not as exciting. Even though I personally am a huge fan of woolly rhinos, right? I think they're pretty cool. I like regular or modern day rhinos as well. Which unfortunately a lot of different rhino species are endangered at the moment. So that's super sad. Yeah, hopefully they could recover from that, most of them, right? Even though a lot of them went extinct. But anyways, getting off topic, although it's an important topic, but still. Moving on. Last one teased here. At least I think this is the last one. I don't really see anything else in here except for these 3 silhouettes. The last one's that's a Megaloceros. For those of you who don't know, it's like the reindeer slash moose kind of thing. That was also, a Cenozoic mammal thing. So these are basically the 3 we see in this banner teaser thing. Spoiler. Oh, by the way, spoiler alert. If you guys don't want to get spoiled, but probably too late. But anyways, yeah. Seems like these 3 are the only ones. Again, I don't really see anything else unless there's like fish under that water, which I highly doubt because, well, we don't have any underwater creatures yet in this game. And never mind, I'm not supposed to say any more about that. But moving on. I actually don't know what these are yet. Like, I mean, I know that this is a mammoth, this is a megaloceros, this is that's another rhino, but I don't know which specific species they are, right? Because like for the rhino, where they got like 3 in the game, right? We got 2. We got a rare and a common, so it could be the epic just to finish the line off. But then again, where they have an epic rhino, even though it's an epic hybrid, this epic hybrid is very special since the epic hybrid is the hybrid of the rare version in the line plus the common version in the line, which doesn't happen too often. They usually mix with other lines. So, I mean, if it is an epic version of the Elasmotherium slash Brontotherium line, it's probably or it's probably gonna look something very similar to Brontolasmus, right? So, in terms of kit and stuff like that, not its looks, because obviously it has pretty sharp horns there. But yeah, I would assume it's something pretty similar to that kind of kit with something kind of definite rampage, some armor, some shields, and all that stuff, right? Which makes sense and is also really really good because Brontolasmus is very very good. For those of you who don't know, epic. Even though it's an epic hybrid, it's better than a lot of legendaries in this game. So there's that. Moving on, let's talk about the mammoth first. As for what type of creature the mammoth would be, I would imagine it would be something quite bulky. It's probably gonna have a decent amount of HP. Probably gonna have armor, although this isn't really guaranteed because, sauropods don't really. A lot of sauropods. I won't say all sauropods, but a lot of sauropods don't have armor, right? And I guess Mammoth might have a higher chance of getting armor just because it has like that really thick fur, right? So that could be an argument, and also it does have the tusks, right? So I would say it's very likely that it would have armor as well. As for its attack, I would think its damage would be somewhere between Ceratopsians. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I would say pre-nerf, pre-stat nerf Ceratopsians, or I guess Stegosaurs. If we want to take a modern example, modern, as I talk about extinct species, dinosaurs. But it should probably be somewhere between pre-nerf Ceratopsians and sauropods. I would guess. I don't think it's gonna go over 1.4K. It's probably gonna be between 1.3K and say 900, which I know that's a big range, right? But again, we have like no information on it. It's just pure speculation. As for the speed, I would assume these would be decently slow. Not that they weren't, you know, that they weren't quick in real life. It's just that they tend to give larger bodies slower speeds, right? In this game, the big theropods. Actually, now that I think about it, Spino's the largest theropod, and it's actually decently fast. But Spinos can swim, so that could probably influence it. And also, Spino in JP3 is pretty fast. Oh well, Rex. I mean, Rex is in real life really fast, but they're like what? Epic Rex is what 102 speed in the game, like one of the slowest times. But part of that does make sense. Would be the sauropods, right? Sauropods relatively are slower in real life as well, and they're pretty slow in the game. I got the slowest dino in the game, Patasaurus 101 speed. So I think mammoths still probably hover around like 109 speed, if I were to guess, right? I don't think they're gonna go past 111, but somewhere around 107, 108, 109, because boy does Ludia love 107, 108, 109. And as for the moveset and crit chance, I don't think they're gonna. I mean, they might get a crit chance because of its tusks, maybe. Although, to be fair, Ceratopsians and the rhinos don't really get crit chance buffs just because they have a horn, right? So maybe not. Maybe like a 10% crit chance. Who knows? But as for the moves, I would expect slowing moves, right? Either it's going to be slowing impact, slowing decel rampage, whatever. I was just about to say Thagomizer, but then I realized they don't have Thagomizer. Thagomizers are the tails on the Stegosaurs. But anyways, you get my point. Just slowing moves in general. Would it have Superior Strike? I don't know about that. I don't think they look like, they seem like creatures that would cleanse distraction. I think they would, lean more towards pure slowing types. But they might have for their basic moves like a shielding strike or something like that, right? Shielding decel, or something like that. Also, if they are on the lower side of in terms of damage, they could potentially have a counterattack, maybe, right? Because again, the tusks. So they could potentially have a counterattack, but then again, their damage is gonna be, probably under 1,000. 1.1k at the most. It's probably gonna be under 1,000, and they're probably not gonna have any good multipliers. So it's probably just gonna be like a 1.5, like a slowing impact or decel impact or whatever, and then they'll have like just regular one times moves, like short defense. That would be a possibility, right? If it doesn't have counter, I would see it having rampage, because just in general, mammoths are. I mean, they're depicted in the media as like going on rampages, so rampage would make sense, I guess, sorta. But yeah, rampage could be another move, maybe a regen move. Not sure. It depends on, again, how much health they have. As for health, again, probably going to have a lot. Moving on to Megaloceros. So this thing, I see it kind of like, it might be like a Tormawk type of hybrid, right? Tormalic type, slow and stuns. Although, now that I think about it, it might not have slows. It might have speed ups, however, right? Instead of slows. Speed ups would make more sense for this because, well, it can't really slow. It doesn't have too many mechanisms to slow opponents, but, it does run really fast. They fly, right? They literally fly. You guys know that, right? You know how they carry Santa Claus around every Christmas, right? So I guess speed up would work in that favor. And don't tell me Santa Claus isn't real. That's bullshit. Come on. As for the stuns, they could get stuns. Again, it really depends on their stats, right? Which kind of stuns they get. They're, lower damage. It's going to be like a 1.2k kind of situation, 1.2k base. They might get a greater summoning rampage if it's 1.3k. Might get a greater stunning impact, right? Not saying if it's 1.5 they couldn't get it, but again, do keep in mind these are probably all of these are probably just non-hybrid, either common, rares, or epics. So don't expect them to be like too insane, right? Although again, we've been having some decent non-hybrid dinos past few patches, but like Carbamies, that's a decent example, but don't expect them all to be just absolutely broken. So yeah, do keep that in mind. Yeah, it does really seem like a stunner. I mean, I guess the only other thing I would see it as would maybe be a bleeder, but like it really doesn't fit that well. So again, stuns do seem to fit it well. I mean, I guess it's possible they'll have defense shouting moves or armor piercing moves, but I don't see that as a really high possibility either. I don't see it using distracting moves. Well, actually, no. I mean, if it uses the jingle bells on the sleigh, I mean, it could probably distract some people. But I don't think it's that big of a possibility. I mean, it's possible, but maybe not. Maybe it could go for ferocious, right? If it has like a speed up, ferocious, all that stuff, and then a stun, that could be decent, right? For the most part. In terms of its stats, I would say it's probably gonna have lower HP. It's probably not gonna have armor. It's probably going to have decent attack, at least 1.3k. And then it's probably going to be decently fast, but not too fast. So it's probably going to be 124 plus. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be fair to I'm going to say 126 plus, right? So that's a decent amount of speed. As for crit, I don't see it getting crits for the most part. But yeah, that's just, quick speculation on what kind of creatures these could be, right? And again, you guys know me. Not the biggest fan of Cenozoic mammals. And, well, they, keep on pushing out these. So what can I do? But, to be fair, I'm not that disappointed in these because it's fitting for the season, right? Christmas is coming. Woolly mammoths, the whole Ice Age kind of vibe, right? And, Megaloceros that looks like reindeers, right? So makes more sense. So I'll give him a pass on this one, but it would be nice if we could get some dinosaurs in this game once in a while, right? I mean, it's called Jurassic World Alive, so some dinosaurs would be cool. I mean, there's still so many dinosaurs that we still add in the game, right? Like Carcharodontosaurus, Ceratosaurus, Compies, right? Just to name a few off the top of my head. Oxalila, because Oxalila is dope. Although a lot of you probably won't like it. I don't know if you guys like it. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys like Oxalilas. But anyways, yeah, that's me for this one. We do have a quick short teaser of 3 potential Cenozoic mammals in the next patch, which again, kind of weird that they teased this rhino, but hey, it's better than nothing. But anyways, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about all these creatures. If you think I'm wrong on any of these silhouettes, which I highly doubt I'm wrong on any of them, like these are they're pretty clear to me, but I could be wrong, and if I am, let me know. But yeah, yeah, let me know what you guys think about all the stuff in the comments down below. Like, enjoy this video, subscribe to your channel for some more Jurassic World content, join the Discord, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.